Reading for August 6th, entitled, Written for Our Admonition. Hear another parable. There was a certain householder which planted a vineyard and hedged it round about, and digged a winepress in it, and built a tower, and let it out to husbandmen, and went into a far country. Matthew chapter 21, verse 33. This parable is of great importance to all who are entrusted with responsibilities in the Lord's service. God selected a people to be educated by Christ. He brought them into the wilderness to be trained for His service, and there gave them the highest code of morality, His holy law. To them was committed God's lesson book, the Old Testament Scriptures. Enshrouded in the pillar of cloud, Christ led them in their wilderness wandering. By His own power He transplanted the wild vine from Egypt to His vineyard. Well might God ask, what could have been done more to my vineyard that I have not done? Isaiah chapter 5, verse 4. It is impossible to enumerate the advantages the Lord prepared for the world in making the Jewish nation the repository of His rich treasures of knowledge. They were the subjects of His special favor. As a people who knew and worshiped the true God, they were to communicate the principles of His kingdom. They were instructed by the Lord. He withheld from them nothing favorable to the formation of characters which would make them fit representatives of His kingdom. Their feasts, the Passover, the Pentecost, and the Feast of Tabernacles, and the ceremonies attending these gatherings, were to proclaim the truths that God had entrusted to His people. At these gatherings, the people were to show gladness and joy, expressing their thanksgiving for the privileges and the gracious treatment of their Lord. Thus, they were to show to a world that knew not God that the Lord does not forsake those who trust in Him. With joyful voices they were to sing, "Why art thou cast down, O my soul? And why art thou disquieted within me? Hope in God, for I shall yet praise Him, who is the health of my countenance and my God." Psalm 43, verse 5. The history of the children of Israel is written for our admonition and instruction, upon whom the ends of the world are come. Those who would stand firm in the faith in these last days, and finally gain an entrance into the heavenly Canaan, must listen to the words of warning spoken by Jesus Christ to the Israelites. These lessons were given to the church in the wilderness to be studied and heeded by God's people throughout their generations forever. The experience of the people of God in the wilderness will be the experience of His people in this age. Truth is a safeguard in all time to those who will hold fast the faith once delivered to the saints. Taken from manuscript 110, dated August 6, 1899, entitled The Unfaithful Husbandmen.